Hello and welcome to episode 45 of Full Movie Podcast, a show where we talk about those long-forgotten classics that deserve a rewatch. I am Freya.
And I am Matt.
Indeed we are. I don't know.
No, me neither. What was that all about?
No idea. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm all good.
It's been an interesting week.
It has. I don't know whether it's been celebratory or not, really.
Well, in England we have been busy going back into lockdown.
Definitely not then.
But it hasn't been quite so bad, I think, this time, because personally I am still working.
Oh, celebratory then.
Yeah, no, I'm pleased. And it hasn't felt quite as awful, I guess, because we've done it now once, so we know what to expect.
Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Plus, also, it's only for a few weeks, you know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, one of those weeks includes my birthday.
Boo!
So I didn't get
not
away
booing
with...
your birthday.
No.
You know, I'm glad you have a birthday. I'm glad you're alive.
Thank you very much. Good to hear. But I think, I'd kind of hoped I would get away with not having a lockdown birthday, but I'm totally resigned to it, and it's, at least I don't have to plan the thing.
Hey, look, your birthday's going to be in lockdown, but at least you don't have a birthday that's right next to Christmas.
That's true, which you do. So.
Yes.
But yeah, and then of course the US presidential election has been going on.
Yeah.
Which has been entertaining.
All hail the master, is that?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not American, so I couldn't possibly pass comment, but...
Sure. But, I am just, I can't possibly comment on any politics because, I don't really understand it. But I just know that I'm not a fan of Trump, and I'm pleased I won't have to look at his face anymore.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm looking forward to all the tweets over the next couple of months. That's gonna be fun.
As he slowly goes more and more insane.
Yes, but I truly do wish nothing but love and care for all our American listeners, and want you all to be safe. And I hope everything goes well.
Absolutely, nicely put. Yeah.
Thank you. So, what are we going to talk about now? Should we talk about some recommendations or what we watched?
Absolutely. Let's talk about...
Which one is it?
Well, I have something I watched that I recommend.
Ooh, okay. Which one is it?
That's a twofer, that is. I watched the Netflix adaptation of Rebecca.
Yes, you did.
Now, Rebecca, you did not.
Not really, no.
You sat and read your Marvel Zombies
I did.
comic book whilst I watched
Which was
Rebecca.
Brilliant.
Good, I'm glad.
Spoilers, Galactus is in it. Not Rebecca. Just...
Galactus is in Rebecca? I don't remember.
No.
Was out of the room?
No. That would have been way more interesting.
Yes, Rebecca is probably my favourite book.
Uh-huh.
Daphne du Maurier. And it was brilliant, really, really good. If you are or aren't a fan of the book, then I highly recommend it. It's really fantastic.
From what I saw, I thought it was quite good.
Yeah, very, very beautifully styled. The cinematography was lovely.
And Ben Wheatley directed this.
Yes, he did.
Do you know what other films Ben Wheatley has done?
Not off the top of my head.
Sightseers.
Ah. Well, yeah.
For anybody who's never seen Sightseers, I urge you to watch it. It is batshit crazy.
It's brilliant, yeah.
It is really, really good.
Yeah.
So,
well, he obviously...
Kill List as well.
Kill List too. He obviously knows how to do couples that are a bit twisted. Because, I mean, Rebecca has the same kind of issues. But yeah, it was wonderful. I was really pleasantly surprised because of how much I love the story,
Well, straight after watching it, you said that it was very good adaptation and very faithful.
Yeah, it was
faithful.
faithful.
Which is strange, because I know the Hitchcock version isn't as...
No, they make quite an important change to part of the plot, and it's just,
Not bad.
Hitchcock wasn't a fan of it himself, and, it's okay, but it's not...
Strange he directed it then, isn't it?
No, he's not a fan of his adaptation.
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
I think that's more to do with his ego.
Not a fan of his ego.
No, he loves his ego.
Oh, I'm confused.
Because it was Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca rather than Alfred Hitchcock's Rebecca.
Right.
The story was too well known for him to get the kind of creative you know,
I'm so
kudos.
glad you know about this.
Yeah. Anyway, so watch that. It's fantastic. What have we been watching?
So, yes, we watched Rebecca. But,
I watched Rebecca, yeah.
Yes. But also we watched Scary Movie 3.
That's right. Sadly, I must admit...
You suggested it.
I did. Yeah, I did. But you recorded it.
I did record it. It's so obviously it's not an Oscar winner. It's never going to win at Cannes or anything like that. But it's a bit of stupid fun.
You know what? Sometimes you just need to watch something completely crap.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't
not crap. Just
there's some funny bits.
Just light entertainment, so that your brain can have a break. That's all.
Also, we watched Jurassic Park.
Yes.
Which I will talk about at one stage in our podcasting career.
Yeah, it doesn't really fit with our long forgotten classics.
No.
No one's forgotten it. But, we'll talk about it.
We also watched Peewees Big Adventure.
Hooray!
Now, I'm going to say this, because it has been a fair old while since I've seen Pee-wee. I've discovered if there's a character in film history that I'd like to punch... yeah, it'd probably be Pee-wee. I'm sorry, he just bugs me now.
Oh,
I just don't like him.
I mean, I get it, but it's Pee-wee.
Yeah, but he's actually really annoying.
And he's a jerk, really.
Yeah, and the way he treats Dottie.
I know.
Come on, man.
I know.
We also watched, I watched Ip Man.
Ip Man, yeah.
IP Man.
Yes, Ip Man.
Which is all available on Netflix.
Oh, yes.
All of them are available on Netflix,
yes.
including Ip Man 3, which has Mike Tyson in it.
Wow, okay, wow.
Yeah. And also, we've been watching The Vow.
Yes.
Now, obviously, it's a TV series. It's available on Sky. Mm-hmm. I admit I'm a little bit vowed out.
We did some binge watching, and it is heavy stuff.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't know, this is about the Nexium, however you want to say it, cult. Let's just call it a cult.
Let's just call it a cult.
You know,
it's a podcast. No, let's just call it a cult.
You know, okay. I'm sure none of them are listening, so I'm not worried about.
I bloody hope not.
But it's about Nexium. It's the story of all the shit that went down there, and it is really fascinating. So if you're able to watch that, definitely watch it. But it's heavy, so I wouldn't recommend binging it like we've been doing. We're about just over halfway through the episodes, I think.
God no. Now I'm going to recommend some films. Mm-hmm. I'm going to recommend, available on Netflix in the UK, is We're the Millers.
Oh, yes.
With Jason Sudeikis and Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
It's a bit silly, but also it's fun.
Yeah, I like it.
It's one of those films which you can just put on in the background. You'll still laugh along, and you'll know what's happening. And then also, I strongly recommend this film, and I bet everybody who is listening to this has seen it. And that's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh.
Great film.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant film.
Yeah. Such a joy to watch.
Oh, just everything about that film is perfect.
Yeah.
So absolutely love that film. And also I've got another recommendation.
Okay.
This isn't on Netflix. It's not on Amazon Prime. This can be listened to on your ears via Spotify, Google, Apple Pod, all those sort of things.
Oh, it's an oral.
It's an oral listening.
Oral listening, yeah. They tend to be.
But yes, I strongly recommend Beers Behind the Curtain.
Aha, yes.
It's a film podcast. Presented by Mess and Connors, two lovely gents. And I strongly recommend listening to the Baseball Movies episode, which is, I think, episode 3 or 4. I think it's 4. And also they recently did a Halloween special, which was absolutely amazing. So that's Beers Behind the Curtain.
Yes, I listened to the Halloween special when I was going to the supermarket today.
And how did you find it, Freya?
It was very good. It was very, very busy and unpleasant in the supermarket. And...
I was going to say, don't say that, they're listening. No, in the supermarket, yes.
In the supermarket.
Yes.
And it made it much more enjoyable, so...
Good, excellent.
Yeah.
So that's Beers Behind the Curtain. Check them out.
Absolutely. So, what are we talking about today?
Today we're going to be discussing what I think is possibly the most forgotten film.
Right.
So, as in, I strongly believe that nobody's thought about this film within the last year.
Fair enough.
I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, because this is a blinder. We are reviewing 1992's Sneakers.
A group of expert ex-cons are drafted in to steal a black box which holds the key to decrypting government secrets.
Ooh. By the way, I should point out that that's sneakers as in they sneak around, not as in the shoes that American people call their shoes.
Yeah.
Trainers, No, sneakers, Imagine, do you remember the end of The Simpsons where the dog's looking mischievous and looking both ways? Yeah, like that. Nobody can see me do the impression of it, but people will know. It's in the Mad Max episode, Mel Gibson one.
Yep. Lacey, you know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Directed by Philip Alden Robinson, who also directed Field of Dreams, a film which I really like.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's a really good film. Sum of All Fears, which was that the one where it's Jack Ryan, or is it the one with the lawyer? No, I think it's the Jack Ryan one.
I don't know.
With Ben Affleck.
I don't know.
Yeah. It was written by Philip Alden Robinson, who also wrote Fletch and Ghost Dad, the Bill Cosby film. Yeah. That film. Also written by Lawrence Lasker and Walter F. Parks, who did War Games and Project X. How do we feel about Sneakers?
Now...
Oh, wow. Here we go.
I had legitimately never heard of this film before. I think you probably got me to watch it a couple of years ago. Never heard of it. And I'm so glad that you brought it to my attention because it's so brilliant. And it's just, I find, because it's kind of a heist movie, as it were, I find them quite stressful.
Heist films?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I really... Because, I know it's going to be okay. And also it's a film. But I know, that they get that tension really, really ramped up in, like Mission Impossible films and the Ocean's films and all of that. And it really affects me. I feel so tense and I'm like, oh, my back hurts. I have like a physical reaction to this tension.
Okay.
And Sneakers has that to an extent, but I feel like the characters are so kind of likeable and laid back.
Well, Robert Redford is just the most likeable.
Cool,
it's like him and
as
Tom
a frozen
Hanks.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Yes.
Him and Tom Hanks.
Absolutely.
The coolest gents there
yeah.
are.
That I don't feel quite so kind of horribly tense when I'm watching this.
Okay.
It has good comic relief woven throughout the kind of, the more tense scenes.
With Dananananaykroyd.
Exactly.
Sorry, I will be referring to Dan Aykroyd as Dananananaykroyd for the rest of
course,
today.
It's the law in this room. And even with the kind of cutaways to Mary... What's her last name? Can
McDonald?
You remember? McDonald, thank you. And
she's lovely in this.
she is lovely. She's
really
very
lovely.
lovely anyway.
I do love her.
And the man who everyone forgets his name.
Who did he play?
He plays Werner, but something with a B. You know who I'm talking about.
I really don't. You're looking at me with such intent.
The man they trick.
Ben Kingsley?
No!
Stop looking at me like that.
You know who I'm talking about.
Ned Ryerson?
Ned!
Yes. Stephen Topolowsky.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly right.
Stephen Topolowsky. If I mispronounce your name, I am so sorry. He did a documentary a good few years ago. I think it's called Mine. Do You Know Who I Am?
Yeah.
Where basically he went around the Sundance Film Festival with a microphone and a camera just going, hi, do you know me? And people were like, yes. And they're like, do you know where I'm from? And they're like, did we go to school? And like, people are like, are we related? I know you. Did I work with you? And it's like, everybody knows who he is. It's Stephen Topolowsky.
Yeah, he's been in so many things.
Yes.
And I love him. I really love him. I love his face and I love him as an actor. but it really is hard to remember. It's
Stephen
like, oh, you
Topolowsky.
know,